So you didn't get it?
It was quite a blow. That witness possessed information about the Ortmeyer files, or their location.
Ortmeyer files?
Dr. Ortmeyer ran an underground cloning lab in Romania. We raided it as soon as we learned about it, but someone beat us to it. They'd ransacked the place, grabbed all the files, and killed everyone that worked there, even Ortmeyer. But that was the least of our concerns.
What do you mean?
We did find some papers later. Enough to prove that Dr. Ortmeyer created Mr. 47. No one else has successfully created a Class 1 human clone. Dr. Ortmeyer literally wrote the book.
And somebody stole it?
Not just somebody. Where's the nurse?
Whoa.
Sorry. I don't like being dependent. Something as simple as lighting a damn cigar, it's just... I apologize. Could you...
Of course. So, who stole the research?
We found a surveillance tape. It clearly showed Mr. 47 killing the guards and snapping poor Dr. Ortmeyer's neck.
So 47 wanted to build his own clones?
More likely, he wanted to sell the research to the highest bidder. It lit a fire under everyone's asses. We threw everything we had at him. It's all there.
Hello, 47. The American Secretary of the Interior is being targeted for assassination at today's Mardi Gras parade. We're not sure who's behind the hit, but our client wants you to prevent it by taking out the would-be assassins. There are 3. The leader is Mark Pariah Jr. His associates are Raymond Kolinsky and Angelina Mason. Kolinsky's a former world-class biathlete, so he's probably the trigger man. Mason is probably just recon and support. They're romantically involved and mentally unstable, so expect a violent reaction if either of them learns the other is dead. Their whereabouts are a mystery, but we've identified the payment on its way to them. The money should lead you straight to them. There'll obviously be a lot of civilians in the mix on this one, and a high-profile hit like this is bound to have backup units on site, so you'll have to be even more discreet than usual.
Okay, so that cutscene in the beginning, that cutscene is very important because the guy in the wheelchair, his name is Alexander Leland Kane, and he is actually manipulating the reporter. So what he's telling the reporter is not entirely true, and the reason that he is so against cloning is because he actually wants to have a monopoly on cloning. He himself, and these are actually his people here that are the targets. And he is the leader of the franchise, which is a group of assassins that are rivals to the ICA, Agent 47's group. And they want to assassinate Jimmy Silly, who is the Secretary of the Interior, because he supports the legalization of cloning. And they're actually even using clones themselves for these as assassins. We have Mark Pariah Jr. He's an albino clone, hypersensitive, adaptive, determined, focused, and better equipped both physically and mentally than ordinary humans. Should something or somebody try and interfere with that operation he's in charge of, he will retaliate in full force with total disregard to the consequences. He's detached from human suffering, but while not devoid of feelings, he will never let these feelings stand in the way of a perfectly executed hit. So this guy appears to be in his 40s, but he's actually 1 to 2 years old. And then we have Raymond Kolinsky. Raymond Kolinsky is closely connected with Angelina Mason. Their hits are coordinated by a leader placed in a central place overlooking the area where the hit should be performed. He communicates through an intercom, feeding them info on the actions and whereabouts of the target. The couple constantly feed each other information over the intercom during the operations, often including sexual teasers. They have never failed a job. Preventing them from carrying out their orders can only be done by eliminating them. They are very unstable during operations, meaning the survivor could turn into a volatile and self-destructive killing machine in the event his partner is killed. Angelina Mason. Angelina Mason grew up in a traveling circus as a trapeze artist. Angelina was also trained as a sharpshooter and knife thrower. Her mother was killed in a freak accident, and she developed self-hatred and slowly drifted into narcotics and prostitution. Rumor has it she killed a John trying to rape her, nailing him to the wall of a motel with a crossbow, and this is how she found out the skills she learned during the circus years could be turned into a more profitable business. She met Raymond, and together they developed a strategy for complicated kills they called the Grassy Knoll scheme. And we gotta protect Jimmy Silly. Jimmy Silly is from Dallas, Texas. His father ran a gas station and general store, and little Jimmy got his first job polishing and sorting eggs for his dad. After graduating from Harvard Business School, he worked his way up in the oil business and soon learned the only way to take it further was through politics. He's a civil rights advocate, pro-choice spokesperson, and he's strongly in favor of biotech's many advantages such as genetically modified foods and cloning. The congressional candidate is rubbing elbows, patting babies, and keeping it clean for the press in New Orleans, his new constituency. Okay, let's get some weapons here. Get that, and we'll also get the enhanced detonator. Yeah, we have that already. Okay.
There's the handoff.
Follow that briefcase, 47. It's the only lead we've got.
Well, goddamn, Billy Jack, I didn't expect to see you.
Oh, yeah. Got me a whole new line of work.
How's that waking out for you?
Money's great, but the hours are kind of weird.
I heard that. Can't remember last time I seen the sun.
Suppose we all gotta make some kind of choices in life.
I suppose we do.
Okay, so this guy here, he is working for the Crows, and in that briefcase contains diamonds, which is payment for the hit. We're gonna follow him.
This is one of the most important elections of our lifetimes. I grew up in New Orleans. I was your congressman for 16 years, your senator for 12. I've been proud to serve the president as Secretary of the Interior for the past 4 years. And still, I tell you this, the most important vote I ever cast will be my vote to re-elect Tom Stewart this November 5th. Afraid of scientific research. Who's afraid of scientific research? Science cannot be stopped. If we slow our
Okay, now in this level, if you knock out anyone in the alleys, you want to be very quick, because there's constant NPCs and cops that walk into the alleys. Okay. Leave this guy in here, that's taken care of. Now we get the briefcase. Now, we have no idea where Mason or Kulinski is. Mason is recon on the ground, while Kulinski is in a sniper position. They're both in random positions. We know where Mark Pariah Jr. is. He's in the headquarters of the Crows. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one quick thing up here. Okay, now we gotta watch for cops down in the alley. Let's go back down. Okay, now we go into the headquarters of the Crows.
Right this way, partner. The boss man has been expecting. Just go up left, take them stairs up to the office.
Okay, we're gonna pretend to deliver this now. Now what I like to do is I like to wait outside the door here until the guard comes out. We're gonna have to knock him out because he's gonna be a problem if we try to leave with the briefcase. Close that door so Mark Pariah doesn't see this. Okay. Now we knock this guy out. Okay. Now what we do, leave him right here. We deal with Mark Pariah. Okay, there we go, he's dead. And we take the briefcase back also. One target down, 2 left. And we also have to protect.
Want more than a cracker when she gets back to the nest.
Hey, lovebird. What do you got under those feathers?
Okay. From the walkie-talkie, we can establish that he is at the salsa bar. Kulinski's at the salsa bar.
I'm at the Rocker's Choice, Boo Doll. Heading back to the music shop alley, honey boo. I'm gonna give a whole new meaning to the dirty bird.
Okay, we're gonna follow Mason now. She's going back to the music shop alley. There she is.
You gonna fly south on me tonight, little birdie?
Mason is about to have a really bad accident.
I guess a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, boo.
See that piano? Remember what we left there earlier? Oops.
I'm back in the alley.
That must have hurt. Okay, now we have to get rid of Kulinski quickly before he realizes Mason is dead.
I can't wait to get you
Gotta be careful with the chefs. You can sneak past them, just... Kulinski's here. There he is.
Hey, lovebird. What do you got under those feathers?
Kulinski's eliminated. Contract complete. Time to get out of here. Here's the back door. Silent assassin, perfect. Silent assassin wanted by police. Raymond Kulinski killed. Police suspect blood money is involved. New Orleans Police Department confirmed this morning that former Olympic athlete Raymond Kulinski and his wife Angela Mason were found dead during the Mardi Gras festivals yesterday. Investigators also report that a shot was fired and it was probably the one that killed one of the victims. No gunshots were heard by witnesses, indicating that a silenced weapon was used. This strengthens the theory that this was a professional hit. Investigators found 45 ACP cartridges around the area, indicating that a large caliber handgun, possibly of the type customized silver baller, may have been used for the murder. It concerns the authorities that the victim was brutally executed by a shot to the head. The police have stated that the lack of witnesses is making this an especially difficult case to investigate. The police have absolutely no clue of the killer's appearance, as nobody claims to have seen him or her. Raymond Kulinski qualified for the U.S. Winter Olympics team as a biathlon athlete in 1992. Shortly after qualifying, he injured his knee while biking and was unable to recuperate in time for the games. He then reportedly entered a deep depression that eventually led to his embarking upon a life of crime. Kulinski has been on the FBI's 100 most wanted criminals since 1996. An FBI field office spokesperson identified Kulinski as one of the 10 most wanted assassins in North America. He's believed to have been responsible for nearly 24 assassinations in the last 8 years. There's no question the world is a better place without Raymond Kulinski in it, says one FBI official familiar with the case. He was a dangerous, deadly, hateful man. Officials would not discuss the particulars of his career, the details of their investigation, or whether they've made any progress in identifying the person or persons behind Kulinski. Assassins don't pick their own targets, another law enforcement official familiar with the investigation observed. So when we bag one of these dogs, our first question is always, who's got the leash? So that is pretty much it for this part, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this one. I will have the next mission up tomorrow for you guys.